So the next question is, how do you pull out your money? So I'm going to give us a real life scenario on how to make that happen. So I'm going to switch my screen and show us a live scenario on how to pull out your money. So once you start, you're going to get your website portal created for you. And this website will manage for you for the rest of your life. It costs 300,000 naira approximately for a quarter, but then, the company will take care of that for you. Now, however, you will have once you start, you have your username and password, and then you sign in. That's my username and password already. I sign in, and then the portal looks somewhat like this. Okay. Let's allow it to boot a little bit. Now, on the top right corner, you see that is if you're using your laptop, you'll see view all user IDs. And this is where you have a summary of how many profit centers you have. I actually borrowed money to start with 7 profit centers in 2016. And I eventually upgraded to 15 profit centers because when I started, the highest was 7 profit centers. So by around 2018, the 15 profit centers was launched. So I had to upgrade to that. So I didn't have the privilege to have 15 profit centers that's together because that it wasn't available at the time. So you guys have that privilege. Let me refresh this and see, okay, it's coming up now. So now this is where you go and you see all of your view user ID. So this account, this is my profit center 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way down to 15. On the right side is the balance, how much you have remaining on each account that you have not pulled out is still there. So if I want to pull out any money, let's assume I want to pull out money from account 1, I click on it. Okay. And then it brings me to account 1 or profit center 1. And then I go to the left side where you have genealogy. Genealogy shows you everybody under your business. But then let's just go to encashment. That's where you pull out your money. You click on encashment, and it takes you to the encashment page. So, for instance, my profit center 1 has 1.6 million, and let's assume I want to pull out 600,000. I type in 600, and you don't have to put in a comma. All right, so just 600,000, no comma. Leave the bank access here the way it is, and then remember that once you start, you have to open up an access, an Access Bank account or EcoBank account. All right, that is it will be linked to your website portal, and once that happens, you can pretty much pull out your money anytime. So you click on Encash. Then that is my account, Access Bank account details. So that also ensures security. It means that my portal is secure. If you steal my username and password and decide to come into my account, my DTC, and steal my money, once you click on proceed, it will enter into my bank account. So if you click on proceed, the 600,000 naira is on its way to my account. In 24 hours, it hits my Access Bank account. Now, why Access Bank and EcoBank? It's only Access Bank and EcoBank, and EcoBank that have agreed to accept just about 5% banking fees or charges. Other banks are saying 10% and above, which is way too high. And it's only Access Bank and EcoBank that have also agreed to accept daily payouts. So that means I can encash today and the next day it enters my bank account, right? This is very important. All right, so as you can see, it was 1.6 million before, now it's just 1.074 million. So this is where you see, if you go down, you see your encashment history, how much you've withdrawn and how much has entered your account and stuff. So this is where you monitor how much but this is just the activity of one profit center. So that's how you pull out your money, and it enters into your bank account. With your ATM card, you can go and pick it up. So think about it and make your choice. But what if some of you are saying, I want multiple portfolios, but I don't have the full money to start now, because it is imperative that your portfolios are together so that you don't scatter it. And then you don't begin to, because if you start with one portfolio and then eventually you can upgrade, right? But the challenge is, the only downside is, if you upgrade later and you've already signed up people into your team, for you to upgrade, you have to upgrade under the people you have already sponsored in your team. All right. So that means your portfolios are working for them. So, but the wisest thing to do is what? You use other people's monies and start immediately with big portfolio. You know, access your father's money, your mother, your mom, your aunties, your uncles, your religious members, your friends, your nephews. Access their monies and tell them, I'm going to pay you back in 39 working days. Get little money from them, because your duty is to get started. Our duty is to mentor you to succeed. Is that okay? So let's